Hey y'all, I'm Hope. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm talking about all of my reading and channel plans for next year. So this should be a pretty short and sweet video because I have pretty short and sweet goals, I guess. I'm going to start with my reading goals though, and the biggest one is going to be my Goodreads goal, my number of books I want to read next year, which I'm actually going to set to be equal to the number of books that I finished this year, because I'd like to challenge myself to at least hit this number again or possibly exceed it next year. I've been really enjoying reading a lot. I've read a lot more this year than I had the previous years. I actually have been keeping track of where it falls with the other things I've read. So I think in 2021, last year, I think I read like 58 books or something like that, and then I read 63 in 2020. So far this year I've read 72. I have 2 more I'd like to finish before the end of the year. I don't know if I actually will, but I'm gonna try. So I probably will have it set to like 73 or 74 for next year, but I think it'll be fun to try and like meet that goal again or exceed it. Another goal that I have is I'd really like to finish my priority TBR for the year. I've never done this in a previous year, but I'm really excited about the books that got pulled for my 12 books in 12 months challenge. If you haven't already seen that video, I will link it up above and in the description down below. But basically there's that 12 books in 12 months challenge that's been going around on Twitter. It went around last year as well. And I am not good at reaching people on Twitter, so I posted that and I got 1 response. Other than that, I hadn't received any responses, so I did a random mug challenge instead, where I have a mug that has all of my unread books in it that are in my TBR, and I just pulled 12 books from there, and I actually really like the variety that came out of that. So I really would like to finish reading all of those this year. I'm pretty excited about it, and I think it's doable since it's just committing to like 1 book every month. I think I can manage it. It's just a matter of me like staying on track because I am such a mood reader, and sometimes I struggle to like focus on a list if I have a list, unless it's something for like class, because I've never not read something that I needed to read for class. But when I make lists outside of class, I tend to not totally follow them. But I think that it's doable, and I really would like to say that I have completed that at the end of the year. Another kind of less specific, vague goal is I would really like to read more nonfiction this year. This was a goal I had for 2022 as well, and I did not read more nonfiction. Did I read any nonfiction this year? I don't think I did, or at least I've read very little of it. And if I did, it was very unmemorable because I don't remember it. But I really enjoy nonfiction, and I would like to read more of it. I have quite a few books on my shelves that I'm excited to get to. So I've decided I would like to read at least 6 nonfiction. That's 1 every 2 months, which I feel like gives me some space to spread out a nonfiction book and read it between other things, especially if it's one that's a little more dense that I don't necessarily want to like sit down and binge read all the way through. So I'd like to read like 6 nonfiction in 2023. If I can read more than that, that'd be awesome. I definitely have more than that waiting on my shelves, but I would definitely like to read at least 6. The next goal I had is basically to read more diversely. I was doing a pretty good job of this in 2021, and then I did not do as well in 2022. So in 2021, I read about a 50-50 split of books from white authors and authors of color. And then this year, I don't know what happened, but I've read about a 2/3 white authors, 1/3 authors of color. And I am not happy with that. I definitely want to be reading more from people who have different backgrounds than me. So I'm going to try and increase that, at least back up to the 50-50 split that I had in 2021. And then the last kind of reading related goal that I have is that I want to buy fewer books. This was a goal of mine last year, which is basically to get my TBR, my owned TBR number down, because it's pretty high at the moment. Although like I don't feel bad about that because I feel like I have a book for every possible mood I could be in. I have the perfect book for any time that I want to read, but I would like to get that number down a little bit. It would be nice to be able to like get that unread number down, because then like anything I don't like is gonna get unhauled, which would allow me to make more room for other new things that I'm excited about. So I'd really like to get that number down. I have not succeeded at that this year. It's gone up every quarter this year, and so I'd really like to drop that a little bit. Part of that is going to be buying fewer books, as I've said, or like the alternative being if I'm going to be buying books, I need to read them when I get them, which is something I struggle with as a mood reader. I'm really bad about not reading them right when I get them, or sometimes during the semester, as I found earlier this year. Being a new grad student, I was getting stuff that I pre-ordered that I was very excited about was arriving during the semester, and then I just didn't have time to read it because I was reading all these other things for class. However, I'm only taking 2 classes in the spring, so I think it's possible that I'll have a little more time for some leisure reading outside of my school reading. So we'll see what happens with that. The next couple of goals that I have are both related to my channel as opposed to my reading. The first one is just to keep posting consistently like I have been. I'm currently posting 2 videos a week, and I'd like to continue posting 2 videos a week in 2023. I think that that's a doable number for me. When I'm like sitting down to make my plans, I often have enough ideas to fill 2 videos a week. And I was posting 1 video a week for most of 2022, and all the numbers are confusing me. I was posting 1 video a week for most of this year, and then I found that there were months where I had more ideas for that month that I couldn't fit in if I was only doing 1 video a week, because like one of those has to be a wrap up for the previous month, one of them is a TBR for the following month because I enjoy making those. And so I had like maybe 2 or 3 weeks to fit something else in. So doing the 2 videos a week, a Tuesday and a Saturday, has been working well for me, and I'm hoping to stay consistent with that and continue making 2 videos a week. Again, this might be a little bit wobbly through the semester, depending on what's going on there, but I will hopefully be making 2 videos a week through most of 2023, if not all of 2023. And then my very last goal is I would really love to reach 100 subscribers. I think that would be so cool. I'm currently sitting at 63 subscribers, and that's really exciting for me because that's a lot of growth in the last couple of months. I had been kind of stuck around the 30 to 40 mark for quite a while, and then in the last few months I have suddenly shot up to 63. So I'm excited about that, and I would love to get to 100 by the end of the year. I think by end of next year, sorry. I think that would be a really cool number to get to, and it's really exciting to see my channel growing some because I feel like I've put a lot of work into it, and I enjoy making these videos and talking about the things that I'm reading. So I'm excited to see that number growing, and it would be very cool if I could reach 100 by the end of 2023. And there's all of my goals for the new year. Let me know down in the comments below what goals you have for the new year. And if you like this video, I hope you'll consider giving it a like, maybe even subscribing to see what comes next. Currently, as I said, posting every Tuesday and Saturday, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.